Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we should look to the war up front. The Jags are top 10 in rushing yards, and they're going up against a Seahawks team that will need to keep the running game in check.
Larry, we welcome our viewers to Duval County, the northern part of Florida, and the largest city in the Sunshine State, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the rookie first rounder from LSU, it's Leonard Fournette. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Second down following the run. A fake to Fournette, now it's Bortles to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Throwing his Bortles on third down. And this one is incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Brad Nortman in his 6th year in the league on to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, the all-pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Second down, Rawls. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Two yards to go here on 3rd down. They run with a power back. Rawls. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Now John Ryan, 12th year in the league, on to punt it away. Standing just outside his own goal line. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, Give him 15. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Bortles now on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job up file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Mike Bennett in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Shotgun now for Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And out now come the Seahawks.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. After the interception, here's Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now a toss. This is Rawls. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. To return it is Corey Grant. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a match.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. And it's up and good. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Wilson, they set up yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first.
Pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
On second down, Wilson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's good football. Rawls loses it, and the Jags grab it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
To throw, it's Bortles. And he slings one that's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. Yeah. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here's Bortles to throw. And that's incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. So on fourth down, on comes the Jaguars' Jason Myers now for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they had great field position, but a three-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a three-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And I think the offense is going to keep possession. Yes, they are, but they're backed up now at their own 2-yard line.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a play fake here on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a second and long to start things out. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
Open man is Westbrook, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the best rivalries going. We'll have the Ravens and Steelers for you at 8:30 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday night, another divisional matchup. This time it's the Pats heading down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
Nice twofer there.
Now Wilson on first down. He'll set up the screen to Lacy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And, boy, he can get hurt.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And able to find Graham, complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A Seahawk first down. Wilson to his big target, Graham. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. This one complete to Lacey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On third down, Wilson steps away to his left. A dump off to Lacey. And he is knocked down from the side, right at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. On now, it's Blair Walsh as he'll try the field goal here. From a distance he'd certainly like to forget. This one from 27 yards out. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it again with Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Shift together here from the D-line. Bortles now on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, here's Bortles. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Michael Bannon in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Bortles now to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, pass the sticks, first down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And some room to work. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. So the D-line's going to spread out. They stay on the ground. This time it's Lacey. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Now, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get him right to quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. Breaks a tackle. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. Second down following the incompletion. Wilson now to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. On second down, here's Fournette. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On third and long, it's Bortles. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
And absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head-scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Flush to his right. He lets it fly for Lockett. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
From the gun on third down, Wilson buying time to his left. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. First down, this is Rawls. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Graham. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. That kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. NFL teams last year, a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. On first down, Bortles. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
To throw is Bortles. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And some strong running. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Seahawks on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. On first down, Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And ready now for 2nd and 9. So Wilson heads for the sidelines, and they'll turn it over to the backup now. It's Austin Davis. Davis now. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. So they're operating in the red zone. Now a guy who's been a Raider his entire career. This is Marcel Reese. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Looking to throw. Davis. Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here.
Davis now. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. Forced out to... And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Avery Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. As they get the field goal, took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And the D looking like they may blitz. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Cliff Averill, he's He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Brad Nordman now. He's been terrific so far. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
Now Davis to throw from his end zone. It's complete to Lockett. And he's going to get this one all the way up past the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Davis. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 55 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Davis to throw on 2nd down. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Lacey. He will push his way down to about the 14. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Good. Watch it now, Barney.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Bortles going to throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. He finds Robinson. Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. 30, Past the 20. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Allen Robinson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's Davis off the bootleg. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They try the left side with Lacey, and he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's go. 3-19.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has...